Every wound you carry has been waiting, not for someone to fix it, not for the perfect moment, not for you to become stronger or wiser or more deserving, but for love, just love. The kind that doesn't demand or rush or criticize, the kind that sits beside the hurt and says, I see you, I'm here, you are safe now. This is the truth we forget when we are aching. Love heals. Not someday, not after we've done all the work, not when we've earned it. Love heals now, gently, the moment we allow it to touch the places we've kept hidden. You didn't choose the wounds. They came to you in moments when you were small, unguarded, learning what the world was. They came through words that cut, through absences that left you hollow, through experiences that told you lies about who you are. Some wounds you remember clearly. Others are so old they feel like part of your body, woven into the way you hold your shoulders or the tightness in your chest when someone comes too close. These wounds are not your fault. They never were. And yet, here you are carrying them, doing your best, trying to live fully even as these tender places ache. The beautiful truth is this: you don't have to dig them all out. You don't have to perform surgery on yourself. Healing isn't a violent act. It's a gentle one. Love moves through you like water through soil, reaching the roots, softening what has been hard, nourishing what has been starved. All you have to do is allow it. All you have to do is open just a little and let love in. We learn our wounds early. Before we have language for what we feel, we absorb the emotional weather of the homes we grow up in. If there is anger, we feel it in our bellies. If there is silence where connection should be, we feel it as emptiness. If there is criticism, we learn that we are never quite enough. These impressions sink deep. They become the stories we tell ourselves about love, about safety, about our own worthiness. A child who hears "you're too much" learns to shrink. A child who is ignored learns that their needs are a burden. A child who must earn affection learns that love is conditional, something to be worked for, never simply given. And so we carry these stories into adulthood. We carry the belief that we must be perfect to be loved, that our feelings are too big, too messy, too inconvenient, that if people really knew us, they would leave. These beliefs are wounds. They shape how we move through the world, how we let others in, how we treat ourselves when we are struggling. But here is what we must remember. These stories were never true. They were the best sense a young heart could make of confusing, painful experiences. They were survival. They were protection. And now that you are here, now that you are grown and aware, you can choose differently. You can choose to meet those old stories with love. You can turn toward the part of you that still believes you are too much or not enough. And you can say with all the tenderness in the world, I see where that came from. I understand why you believed it. And I am here to tell you something new. You are lovable exactly as you are. You always have been. Take a breath. Let it be slow. Notice where you feel it, your chest, your belly, the rise and fall. This breath is yours. No one can take it from you. No one can tell you it's wrong. In this moment, breathing, you are enough. We live in a world that wants healing to be fast. We are told there is a method, a program, a protocol. 5 steps to release trauma. 10 days to transform your life. We are sold the idea that healing is a destination, a place we arrive at, and once we're there, we're done. But healing is not like that. Healing is not linear. It doesn't march forward in neat, predictable lines. It circles, it spirals. And some days you feel whole and free, and other days an old wound surfaces, and you wonder if you've made any progress at all. Let me tell you, you have. Every moment you choose kindness over criticism, every moment you pause instead of pushing, every moment you allow yourself to feel instead of numbing, these are acts of healing. Healing happens in the smallest gestures. It happens when you place your hand on your heart and breathe. It happens when you speak gently to yourself in the mirror. It happens when you let yourself cry, when you let yourself rest, when you stop apologizing for taking up space. There is no race. There is no finish line. Healing is not something you achieve and then display like a trophy. It is a relationship, a conversation between you and your own tender heart. And like any relationship, it asks for patience, for presence, for the willingness to show up even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. So if you are tired, if you feel like you've been working on yourself forever and the wounds are still there, please hear this. You are not failing. You are not broken beyond repair. You are a human being living in a body that remembers, carrying a heart that is felt deeply. Healing takes the time it takes. And love, true love, does not rush you. It meets you wherever you are and says, "This pace is perfect. You are doing beautifully." Let your breath soften. Let your jaw unclench. Feel the ground beneath you. You are held. Right now, in this moment, you are held. Love is not what we were taught. We were taught that love is something we earn through good behavior, through beauty, through usefulness. We were taught that love is conditional, fragile, easily lost. But real love, the kind that heals, is nothing like that. Real love is a force. It is energy, presence, acceptance. It doesn't ask you to be different. It doesn't wait for you to fix yourself. It simply is, and in its presence, everything begins to soften. When you bring love to a wound, something miraculous happened. And the wound doesn't vanish, at least not right away, but it loses its power. It stops controlling you because wounds stay alive through resistance. They stay alive through shame, through the belief that they make us unworthy, through our desperate attempts to hide them or push them away. But when you turn toward a wound with love, when you say, "I see you, I'm not afraid of you," the wound begins to relax. It begins to release. This is the medicine we've been searching for outside ourselves. We think we need someone else to love us into wholeness. We think we need the perfect therapist, the right book, the transformative retreat. And yes, support is beautiful, guidance is valuable. But the love that heals most deeply is the love you give yourself. It is the quiet voice inside that says you are not too much. It is the hand you place on your own chest when the pain rises. It is the decision made over and over to treat yourself the way you would treat someone precious. You are precious. Not because of what you do or how you look or what you achieve. You are precious because you are alive, because you are here, breathing, feeling, trying. That is enough. That has always been enough. When you feel the ache of an old wound, pause. Place your hand somewhere on your body, your heart, your belly, your throat, wherever the feeling lives. Breathe into that place, and as you breathe, send love there, not as a thought, but as a felt sense. Imagine warmth, softness, light. Imagine the wound being held the way you would hold a crying child. You don't need to make it stop crying. You just need to be there, steady and kind, until the tears ease on their own. This is how love heals, gently, patiently, without force. Inside you, there are parts that learn to speak harshly, parts that say you should be over this by now, parts that criticize, that compare, that push you to be more, do more, prove more. These parts are not your enemy. They were created to protect you, to keep you moving, to make sure you never felt that early pain again. But what they don't understand is that the pain is already here. It's been here all along, beneath the striving, beneath the perfectionism, beneath the armor. And so we must speak to these parts too, with love. We must say, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe. Thank you for working so hard. But I don't need you to protect me from my own heart anymore. I am strong enough now to feel. I am safe enough now to be tender." This is perhaps the hardest part of healing, forgiving ourselves. Not for the things we did or didn't do, but for the simple fact of being human, for having limits, for making mistakes, for carrying wounds in the first place. We think we should be beyond this. We think we should have healed faster, known better, been stronger. But healing doesn't come from self-punishment. It comes from self-compassion. Every time you meet yourself with harshness, the wound deepens. Every time you tell yourself you're not doing enough, you reinforce the old belief that you are not enough. But every time you pause, every time you soften, every time you say, "I am doing my best and my best is beautiful," you pour love into the wound, and love is what it has been waiting for all along. If there is something you cannot forgive yourself for, something that keeps you up at night, something that makes you cringe with shame, bring it into the light. Not to examine it, not to dissect it, but to hold it gently. Say to that memory, to that mistake, to that version of yourself, "I see you. I understand you were doing the best you could with what you knew. I release you. I forgive you. I love you." These words might feel uncomfortable at first. You might not believe them. That's okay. Say them anyway. Whisper them. Write them. Let them move through you like a river, slowly wearing down the sharp edges of shame. Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It's a practice, a daily choice to meet yourself with mercy instead of judgment. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the weight of your body held by the earth. You are not floating in space, untethered and alone. You are here, grounded, supported. Let that support in. Let yourself rest in it just for a moment. The wounds we carry don't only live in our minds, they live in our bodies, in the tightness of our shoulders, the shallowness of our breath, the clenching of our jaw. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. It holds the fear, the grief, the rage, the helplessness. And so healing must include the body. We cannot think our way out of a wound that lives in our cells. But the body also knows how to release. It wants to release. It's been waiting for permission. When you soften your breath, when you relax your belly, when you let your shoulders drop, you send a signal to your nervous system. It's safe now. You don't have to brace anymore. You don't have to be ready for the next blow. You can rest. This is why gentle movement matters, why stretching, dancing, walking in nature, or simply swaying to music can be profoundly healing. the body begins to remember that it's allowed to feel good, that pleasure is not dangerous, that softness is not weakness. And sometimes the body needs to cry, it needs to shake, it needs to rage or laugh or sigh deeply. These are not signs of falling apart, they are signs of release. They are the body's wisdom, moving energy that has been stuck, letting go of what it no longer needs to carry. If you feel tension anywhere right now, breathe into it. Don't try to force it away, just breathe. Imagine your breath is warm light moving into that tight place, softening it from the inside. And if the tension stays, that's okay too. You're not trying to fix anything, you're just being present, you're just offering love. Your body is not your enemy. It has carried you through everything. It has survived when survival seemed impossible. It deserves your gratitude, your kindness, your gentle attention. Place your hand on your body somewhere, your arm, your leg, your belly, and say, "Thank you. Thank you for holding me. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for being here." We build walls around our wounds. We learn to hide our sensitivity, our need, our longing. We develop strategies, perfectionism, people-pleasing, withdrawal, control. These strategies worked once. They helped us navigate environments that were not safe for our full selves. But now, these walls that once protected us also keep out the very thing we need most: connection, love, belonging. The armor is heavy. We know this. We feel it in our exhaustion, in our loneliness, in the sense that no one really knows us. And yet the thought of letting it down is terrifying, because beneath the armor is the wounded one, the one who was hurt, the one we've been trying to keep safe all these years. What if we let the walls down and we're hurt again? What if we're rejected, abandoned, criticized? What if we were right all along and we really are too much or not enough? These fears are real, and they are also invitations. Invitations to bring love to the very places we've been most afraid of. Because the truth is, you cannot selectively numb. When you armor against pain, you also armor against joy. When you protect yourself from being seen, you also protect yourself from being truly known. And being known, being loved from, or who you actually are, not who you pretend to be. That is where healing lives. You don't have to tear down all the walls at once. You don't have to be reckless with your tender heart, but you can begin to soften. You can begin to let people in, just a little. You can begin to share what's true, even when your voice shakes. You can begin to ask for what you need, even if you're afraid the answer will be no. Every time you choose vulnerability over protection, you choose love. And love, remember, is the medicine. Love is what heals. Notice your breath again. Is it shallow or deep? Fast or slow? There's no right answer, just notice. And if you'd like, take one slow breath, deeper than the last. Fill your belly, your chest, your collarbones, and then release, long and slow, letting everything soften as you exhale. Healing is not only about the big revelations, the powerful breakthroughs, the moments of profound release. Healing is also, perhaps mostly, about the small daily acts of love. The moment in the morning when you speak kindly to your reflection instead of cataloging your flaws. The moment when you choose rest instead of pushing through exhaustion. The moment when you say no to something that drains you and yes to something that nourishes you. These moments seem small, but they accumulate. They build a new foundation, a new way of being with yourself. Where once there was criticism, now there is encouragement. Where once there was harshness, now there is gentleness. Where once there was neglect, now there is care. One of the most powerful practices is mirror work. It's simple, and it's uncomfortable, and it's transformative. You look into your own eyes in the mirror and you speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. You say, I love you, I really love you. You say, I'm proud of you. You say, you are enough. At first it might feel ridiculous. Why? I might not believe the words. You might cry. You might feel angry. All of this is okay. Keep showing up. Keep looking into your own eyes. Keep speaking love. Another practice is the hand on the heart. Anytime you feel overwhelmed, anxious, sad, or small, place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth of your palm. Feel the beat of your heart beneath your hand. And breathe. Just breathe. This simple gesture tells your nervous system that you are here, that you are safe, that you are not alone. It is a gesture of self-soothing, of self-love, of coming home to yourself. You can also work with affirmations, but not as empty repetitions. Affirmations work when they are felt, when they are embodied. So you might say, I am healing, and as you say it, you place your hand on your body, and you breathe, and you let the words sink in. You might say, I am worthy of love, and you feel into the places that resist that truth, and you send love there. Affirmations are not about forcing yourself to believe something. They are about planting seeds, watering them with attention and kindness, and trusting that in time they will grow. And don't forget the simple acts of kindness toward yourself. The warm bath, the nourishing meal, the walk outside, the music that makes you feel something, the journal where you pour out everything without editing, the early bedtime, the boundary you set, the permission you give yourself to not be productive. These are not indulgences. These are necessities. They are how you tell your system you matter, your needs matter, you are worth taking care of. Pause here. Close your eyes if you'd like. Take 3 slow breaths, and with each exhale, let something go. A judgment, a worry, a tightness. You don't have to name it, just let it go. Beneath every wound there is wholeness. This is the truth we forget. We think the wound has broken us, that we are shattered, that we need to be put back together. But you were never broken. The wound is not who you are. It is something that happened to you, something that covered it over your true nature, but it is not your essence. Your essence is whole. It has always been whole. It is love itself. Healing, then, is not about fixing. It is about remembering. It is about gently, tenderly removing the layers that have covered your wholeness. It is about coming home to the truth of who you are beneath the pain, beneath the fear, beneath the stories. You are not the wound. You are the one who has the capacity to heal the wound. You are the awareness that can witness the pain without being consumed by it. You are the love that can hold the hurt without needing it to be different. You are vast, spacious, resilient. You are life itself, expressing through this particular, beautiful body. When you forget this, when the wound feels like all there is, come back to your breath. Come back to the present moment. Feel your body. Look around you. Notice the light, the sounds, the temperature. Notice that right now, in this moment, you are okay. You are here. You are breathing. And in this moment, there is no wound, no story, no past, no future. There is just this, just now, just you, alive, aware, whole. The wounds will soften, they will release their grip, not because you fought them, but because you loved them, because you loved yourself enough to stop running, to stop hiding, to stop pretending, because you chose again and again to meet yourself with tenderness instead of judgment, with patience instead of urgency, with love instead of fear. This is the gift you give yourself. This is the healing that no one else can do for you. And as you heal, as you learn to hold yourself with love, you will find that you naturally begin to hold others the same way. The compassion you extend to yourself flows outward. The gentleness you practice becomes the gentleness you offer. The love that heals your wounds becomes the love that heals the world. You are doing this right now by being here, by breathing, by reading these words and letting them touch you. You are choosing healing. You are choosing love. And that choice, made over and over in moments large and small, is changing everything. Take a deep breath. Let it fill you completely. Hold it for just a moment, and then release slowly, feeling everything soften. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your face relax. Feel the ground beneath you. You are safe. You are held. You are loved. The wounds that brought you here, the pain that made you search for answers, the longing that whispered there must be another way, these have been your teachers. They have asked you to turn inward, to listen deeply, to care for yourself in ways you never learned. They have asked you to become the loving presence you always needed, and you have answered. You are here. You are learning. You are healing. Love heals every wound gently, not with force, not with speed, but with patience, with presence, with an unwavering commitment to your own tender heart. And the more you practice this love, the more you remember, you are not the wound. You never were. You are the love that heals. You always have been. Breathe, soften, allow. You are exactly where you need to be, and from here, wrapped in love, held in grace, you will continue to unfold, to release, to become more fully the whole, radiant being you have always been. This is your journey, this is your healing, and it is beautiful.